Mr. Chair, in rising to speak to the report of the Education and Science Committee on the 2009-10 financial review of the Ministry of Education, I am faced with a not unusual predicament. And that predicament is that the focus of my greatest concern, that is the issue of Māori disengagement and underachievement in education, which is arguably the most significant issue facing education, is barely mentioned in this financial review. I want to make it blatantly clear that the Māori Party is absolutely committed to the issue of enhancing Māori educational success. We want to see faster and more comprehensive improvement for Māori right across the sector. And there have been some key achievements in education that we must take the time to celebrate. And these milestones include an increase in the percentage of Māori children participating in early childhood education from 87.9% in 2006 to 89.4% in 2010. A 21% increase in Māori students gaining NCEA Level 2 qualifications, a 5.5% increase in the retention rate at secondary school for Māori from 40.3% to 45.8% between 2008-2009. These are all significant advances, and I want to take the time to congratulate the Honourable Dr Peter Sharples for his role as Associate Minister of Education in his relentless drive to lift educational outcomes for Māori. And there is still some glaring omissions in focus that I would have thought the financial review would have brought up. The main areas of focus for the review were early childhood, the new curricula, the national standards, and the review of special education. One would think from reading this review that there is only one language operating and one curricula in place. Well, it may be breaking news to some, but there is another curriculum, Te Marotanga o Aotearoa, the Māori medium curriculum. It's the partner document of the New Zealand curriculum. It's been developed for Māori medium setting levels 1 and 2, but however, all New Zealand schools can use this document in their respective schools. It's all a matter of the value we place upon ensuring excellence for Māori across all educational settings. It is not a translation of the New Zealand curriculum and was developed based on Māori philosophies and principles. And in my second bout of breaking news for the day, there are also national standards in Māori. Nā whanaketanga, thank you, Rumaka Māori, showed the ongoing progress of tamariki in years 1 to 8 in Te Reo Matatini, literacy, and Pāngaro, maths, with Māori language immersion education. Now, why is this so important? It comes down to the evidence, which tells us that 40% of Māori school leaders from Māori medium schools qualified for direct entry to university compared to 20% of Māori at English medium schools. Let me repeat that. 40% of Māori school leaders from Kura qualified for direct entry to university compared to 20% of Māori at other schools. That is a powerful statistic. And if we want to do something about lifting Māori educational performance, then we should be looking at these results and learning from them. If Group A has a proven 20% success rate higher than Group B, wouldn't we take up every opportunity to study that success and modify practice accordingly? There is another point in the financial review that I would like to highlight. The Ministry of Education claims that barriers to accessing ECE vary considerably and that fee increases are, and I quote, only really a barrier for solo parents or parents on benefits. The House will be aware, of course, that numerous studies have shown the huge importance of a child's first 5 years. Surely we should be able to support solo parents or parents on benefits to be able to support their children in their right to participate in early childhood education rather than just accepting it as a barrier and leaving it at that. Finally, I want to highlight that in the coming year, the government will be facing the task of appointing a new chief executive across various departments, including education. Our call on the government would be that if we really want to achieve progress in improving education outcomes for Māori, we must ensure that management at its highest level is culturally competent and committed to the immediate implementation of kahikatea to plan and manage for Māori educational success. Thank you.
Call Sue Moroney.